At this time, I would like to welcome everyone for coming. My name is Shane Cullifer, and I have the honor of officiating the celebration of unconditional love joining Dean and Jody in matrimony. I'd also like to welcome our viewers joining us from Facebook Live. All guests may respond by saying yes. Do you, Dean's closest loved ones and friends, give him freely to Jody?
Yes.
Do you, Jody's closest loved ones and friends, give him freely to Dean?
Yes.
You may be seated. Dean, you have chosen Jody to be your husband. Will you love and respect him? Will you be honest with him always? And will you stand by him through whatever may come?
Yes.
Jody, you have chosen Dean to be your husband. Will you love and respect him? Will you be honest with him always? And will you stand by him through whatever may come?
Yes.
This time we'll have the prayer reading.
Yes, you have. Thank you, can read it for remembering to put one of those up there. Before we met, you and I were halves, unjoined except in the wide rivers of our minds. We were each other's distant shore, the opposite wings of a bird, the other half of a seashell. We did not know the other then, did not know our determination to keep alive the cry of one riverbank to the other. We were apart, yet connected in our ignorance of each other, like two apples sharing a common tree, remember?
I knew you existed long before you understood my desire to join my freedom to yours. Our paths collided long enough for our indecision to be swallowed up by the greater need of love. When you came to me,
The sun surged towards the earth, and moon escaped from darkness to bless the union of two spirits, so alike that the Creator had designed them for life's endless circle. Beloved partner, keepers of our
hearts,
odd secrets, clothed in summer blossoms, so the icy hand of winter never touches us. I thank your patience. Our joining is like a tree to earth, a cloud to sky, and even more. We are the reason the world can laugh on its battlefields and rise from the ashes of its selfishness to hear me say, in this time, this place, this way, I love you best of all.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8 and 13. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Unconditional love is hard. It's hard because we're usually thinking about ourselves more than anything or anyone else. And whether we like to admit it or not, that includes our loved ones. That said, there are very few straightforward things that you can keep in mind to give more unconditional love. Things that develop and improve over time. There are also simple ways to identify those elements in our own relationships, and that is our reason for being here today. One of the hardest parts of unconditional love is for it to be truly unconditional. You must love someone even when they show their flaws. We all have them. No one is exempt. True, unconditional love doesn't run away when things get tough. Someone who loves unconditionally not only loves the other person despite these flaws, but they also love them because of those flaws. Deep down, we all have a basic goodness, and that means that every person deserves your compassion and confidence when they falter. You may or may not agree with this, but if you ever hope to love someone unconditionally, you're going to need to believe in it. During the course of a relationship, you must forgive each other's faults and mistakes, and avoid holding grudges against one another. Be open with one another about your own faults, and seek to become better together as a team. The willingness to do these things is a sign of true, unconditional love. One of the most important things in a relationship is to work towards understanding each other, understand each other's feelings and perceptions. To love unconditionally, you must compassionately understand each other deeply, how you both feel, what you are both experiencing, each other's past, and each other's desires, while seeking to support one another with tireless efforts. Today, Dean and Jody appear before us as an exemplary couple displaying the true meaning of unconditional love. At last, after more than 9 years of perfecting and building their unconditional love for one another, they take the formal and legal step to be married.
And promises, how to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand